All right. We're the Hebrew Israelites. Remember week in and week out. Prophesied the downfall and destruction of this wicked kingdom. Known as spiritual Babylon. Daughter of Babylon. Spiritual Sodom in Egypt. What you would say is America. First and foremost, take the start by giving all praises to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, for Kokodash.
Number honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Alright? It's another day in hell. Alright? Another day in subjection to these damn devils. Alright? It's another demonic day, the so-called New Year's. Alright? New Year's Eve. Alright? We know it's not the New Year. Alright? What is it? 2 hours from now, it's supposed to be a new day in the new year. It's the middle of the night. Nothing changed. You know what I'm saying? The trees are still dead. You know what I'm saying? But it's a new year, right? That's the witchcraft, these so-called white men, right? These so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, all right, need to repent and come back to the Most High. All right, you're the Israelites according to the Bible.
Daniel chapter 7, verse 25. And he shall speak great words against the Most High, and shall wear out the saints of the Most High.
That's right. That's right. Saints. The saints are the Israelites, all right? Pursuant to Psalms 148, 149, all right? The saints are the Israelites, all right? So this, Daniel chapter 7, the whole chapter goes into the different beasts. The fourth beast, all right, that's the Roman Empire. All right, that's the empire that's making war with the saints. All right, mainly the Edomites. All right, you know, from the Greeks. All right, the Babylonians. All right, the Assyrians. Hey man, all these nations are making war with the saints. Are the Israelites. All right, and if you're Elam or Ishmael, get ready for slavery. That's right. All right, but ultimately, you know, teaching the times. All right, teaching the times and the laws. All right. We're talking on the way here, just particular things. You know, we can't even keep the Sabbath 100%, right? Because of all the confusion, all right? With the time and the laws, man. You know, we have to really go upon, ultimately, I mean, these apps, you know, the sky's so polluted, sometimes we can't even see the moon. You know what I'm saying? We in hell, man.
This, back in Daniel chapter 7, verse 25. And he shall speak great words against the Most High, and shall wear out the saints of the Most High, and think to change times and laws, and they shall be given into his hand until a time and times and dividing of time.
That's right, dividing of time, man. We in the middle of the day, middle of the evening, all right? It's supposed to be a new year, right? In a couple hours, all right? In a couple hours, there's going to be a whole bunch of fireworks. Everyone's talking about Happy New Year, all right? This is speaking great words against the Most High, man. You know, talking about January 1st, man. You already brought out the other day that that's a pagan Janus, which is us. You know what I'm saying? That's a Roman god. Like we brought out in this chapter, that's the Roman Empire that's making war with the saints. You know? Well, you so-called blacks, Latinos, Native Americans need to repent, man. You need to stop following after the devil.
That's right.
This is Proverbs 28:9. He that turneth away his ear from hearing the law, even his prayer shall be an abomination.
See y'all next decade.
Turn your ear from the law.
Man. We chose.
That's right. Like you said, if you turn your ear from your Lord, all right?
This is Proverbs 28:9. He that turneth away his ear from hearing the law, even his prayer shall be an abomination.
Right? This is talking about the Israelites. Ultimately, the law is given to Israelites. If you're an Edomite, Amalekite, get ready for slavery.
That's right.
You know? But ultimately, talking to our people, if you turn your ear from the law, which was given to your people, all right, then, hey, man, don't even pray to God, man. You know? Ultimately, the Most High, he hates your prayers, man. If you want to celebrate New Year's, then don't pray to God, all right? God doesn't want to hear your prayers, man.
That's right. That's right. Verse 10. This is Proverbs 28:10. Whoso causeth the righteous to go astray in an evil way, he shall fall himself into his own pit. but the upright shall have good things in possession.
Hey, no, two-thirds of our people, man. Yeah, that's what you're doing, man. Just destroyed, man. Following after the damn devil, all right? The devil, I mean, hey, man, he's gonna fall into that pit. You know, that's according to prophecies. You know, so ultimately, all right, two-thirds of our people, all right, Ishmael, all right, all these heathens, all right, they're gonna get their just judgment.
It's Revelations chapter 13, verse 4. And they worshiped the dragon, which gave power unto the beast. And they worshiped the beast, saying, Who is like unto the beast? Who is able to make war with him? And there was given unto him a mouth speaking great things and blasphemies. And power was given unto him to continue 42 months. And he opened his mouth in blasphemy against Yahweh to blaspheme his name and his tabernacle and them that dwell in heaven.
All right, so that's the nature of the so-called white man. He was prophesied from the foundation of the earth, all right, to be the damn devil, to deceive the nations, all right, to speak great blasphemies, all right, against the Most High, all right, ultimately to make war against the saints, all right. That's the Roman Empire. There's no new thing under the sun. We're living in the new Roman Empire, all right. So the same way Rome fell before, all right, this is the new Rome, this is the new Sodom, all right, with all the madness going on. This is new Sodom, right? This is new Egypt, you know. Egypt is synonymous with bondage. This is new Egypt, all right? So scriptures talk about, hey man, dead bodies are gonna be piled up out here, man. All right? Because you don't want to listen to the Most High, hey man, he ain't listening to you, man. You know what I'm saying? When your kids, all right, get stolen, hey, don't pray to God on that day, man. You want to celebrate damn New Year.
Jeremiah 11 and 14. Therefore pray not thou for this people, neither lift up a cry for prayer for them. For I will not hear them in the time that they cry unto me when they're troubled.
Right? So hey man, particular people, all right? I mean, hey man, this is New Babylon, all right? This is all the captivities put together, man. All right? And this is the worst captivity, man. Worst captivity ever, man. All right? Edomites, just get ready for slavery. You know? Because ultimately, hey man, this is something that we know this place is about to be over with, man. You so-called blacks that told Native Americans want to keep continuing to follow, all right, who shall make war against this beast? You know, there's nothing we can do. You know, this is January. How you not acknowledge this is the new year, right? Everything is dead. That don't make no sense.
That's right. Jeremiah 11 and 15. What hath my beloved to do in mine house, seeing she hath wrought lewdness with many, and the holy flesh is passed from thee? When thou doest evil, then thou rejoicest.
That's right, just like the thing, man. Doing evil, thinking that this is a harmless thing, man. You know, the boy from the world I was talking to, you know, think that this is the one day that's not as bad as the rest of the holidays. Nah, this is just as bad, man. All right, look into the origin of Janus, man. You worshiping the white man, basically. You ain't worry about that choice, you know. Don't even play out here, man.
It's Proverbs chapter 1, verse 20. Wisdom crieth without, she uttereth her voice in the streets. She
Close.
This Proverbs chapter 1, verse 20. Wisdom crieth without, she uttereth her voice in the streets. She crieth in the chief place of concourse. In the openings of the gates in the city, she uttered her words, saying, How long ones will ye love simplicity, and the scorners delight in their scorning, and fools hate knowledge.
Fools hate knowledge, man. You simple ones, man. You blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. All right, you Edomites. I mean, yeah, hey man, you Edomites were born simple, man. You know, but you Black Latinos, Native Americans, all right, salt of the earth, light of the world. You want to fall behind the base man, all right, the most profane man that was created, man. All right, the nation that Most High sees as just less than dirt, spit.
That's
All right, you want to fall behind these Edomites, man. You know, ultimately, you worshiping the devil when you celebrate New Year, man. You're worshiping the damn devil, which is a white man.
Verse 23. Turn you at my reproof. Behold, I will pour out my spirit unto you.
Repent, man.
I will make known my words unto you. Because I have called, and ye refused. I have stretched out my hand, and no man regarded. But ye have set at naught all my counsel, and with none of my reproof. I also will laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your fear cometh. When your fear cometh as desolation, and your destruction cometh as a whirlwind, when distress and anguish cometh upon you. Then shall they call upon me, but I will not answer. They shall seek me early, but they shall not find me. Yeah, so Most High said you're gonna seek him early, but you're not gonna find him, man. All right, they're gonna laugh at your calamity. Why? Because you refuse to hearken unto the words of Yahweh Shemel Shah. All right, so when all out hell breaks loose and you trying to call on God, Yahweh Shemel Shah, okay, he's not gonna answer you. He's gonna laugh at your ass, man. All right.
This is Ezekiel chapter 2, verse 1. And he said unto me, Son of man, stand upon thy feet, and I will speak unto thee. And the Spirit entered me when he spake unto me and set me upon my feet. And I heard him and he said unto me, Son of man, I send thee to the children of Israel, to a rebellious nation that hath rebelled against me. They and their fathers have transgressed against me, even until this very day. That's right. Children of Israel, man. Rebellious children, you know, from the time of the Exodus, you know, you just don't get it, man. That's just why we're going to continue to be destroyed, man. All right, we're destroyed for lack of knowledge, right? What's that knowledge? You know, like to say the word, knowledge itself. Understanding that you are the true children of the Most High, man. We have our own holy days, man. We know the actual New Year, right? We have particular tribes that definitely, they specialize in looking at the times of the sun, man. Looking at the stars and the moon. All right, we know this is not the new year. All right, that don't make no sense. All right, you Edomites, get ready for slavery.
Yes.
Verse 4, for they are imputed children and stiff-hearted. I do send thee unto them, and thou shalt say unto them, thus said the Lord Yahweh, and they, whether they will hear or whether they will forbear, for they are a rebellious house, yet shall know that there hath been a prophet among them. All right, so we know, I mean, we just doing this work, man. Why? Because, hey, man, we're called, we're chosen. You know? We know our people, they're not going to listen to the voice, man. If we can get to one elect, you know what I'm saying? Then, hey, Lord willing, you know, that'll be enough, man. Because ultimately, you know, it's not for everybody. Majority of our people are going to be destroyed, man. All right? And you Ishmaelites are getting ready, hey, man, get ready for destruction, man.
That's right.
They already being destroyed, man. All right, they getting bombed and hell and back, man. All right, you got so-called Philistines. All right, you so-called you so-called Iranians. You so-called Iraqis. All right, you so-called Pakistanis. All right, so-called white man bombing your ass to hell and back, man. All right, doing drone attacks on you, dropping missiles on you, airstrikes on you. All right, the Most High ain't dealing with you so-called Iranians, man, or Persians, which you are the true Persians. That's who you really are.
Yeah.
This is Acts 17 and 30. In the times of ignorance, Yahweh winked at, but now commandeth all men everywhere to repent. You know, and there's no room for you to say you didn't hear about it, because the line is going out. You know, everybody knows about this truth. You know, everybody knows. They putting us all over the media. They demonizing brothers all over the media. So I'm pretty sure the line is going out. But the internet, all over the internet. You know, so in the time of ignorance, Yahweh winked at that, man. He's not winking no more. You know, he's gonna start killing them. You know, ain't gonna be no more winking. You know, you can't play the ignorant card. No. You can't say I didn't know. Brothers is all out on the street corners, the chief places of concourse. You passing by and they crying, they sighing. You can't say that you don't know. Of course you know. No more ignorance.
Right.
The fuck? Oh, hell no.
This
This is verse 31. It says, because he hath appointed a day in the which he will judge the world in righteousness, but that by that man whom he hath ordained, whereof he hath given assurance unto all men, and that he hath raised him from the dead. You know, and that's exactly right, man. He's going to use Lord
Yahweh Shai, man, to judge the world in righteousness. You know, like the scripture says, he's going to come, he who judges and makes war. You know, he's going to come back to plead with all flesh. You know, he's going to be doing the judging, man. Yahweh's going to be all for that. You know, he ordained him to do that. You know, there's no, I would encourage everybody to listen to Hebrew, Latino, and Native American heritage to repent, man. That's right. To repent or die. You know, and that's what it is. Repent or die.
Second Ezra, chapter 1, verse 32. It says, I sent unto you my servants, the prophets, whom ye have taken and slain, and tore their bodies in pieces, whose blood I will require of your hands, said the Lord, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua.
You know, it's nothing to be on the subject, right? People walking around today, they're the killers, man, right? Hey, there's blood in your hands, man, right? They're the same ones that killed the prophets, man, all right? You Ishmaelites, get ready for slavery, right? Ultimately, hey, man, you know, 2/3 of our people, right? Along with these Edomites, man, they have to get judged out there, man, you know, because they got blood in their hands, man. They're killing the prophets, right? Men of the Lord, all right? Men who the Most High is seen as the Most High's apple of the eye, man, pursuant to Zechariah, the 2nd chapter, man. But ultimately, hey, man, all right? We'll be approaching that day. That day is coming soon, man. You're going to be all up in the folly, thinking that it's all good, you know what I'm saying? Dancing and, you know, playing music, that's all good, all right? But ultimately, all right, are you getting close to the Most High? Are you repenting, all right?
This second Ezra, chapter 1, verse 5. It says, go thy way and show my people their sinful deeds, and their children their wickedness, which they have done against me, that they may tell their children's children, because the sins of their fathers are increased in them, for they have forgotten me, and have offered unto strange gods.
Strange God, all right? Like the New Year, all right? Like that pagan god Janus, man. That's a literal pagan god. Most High hates, all right, when you're doing stuff like that, man. All right? You want to teach your children, all right, how to follow the Lord's statutes and commandments, right? Understanding the highest power, the power that's dealing with your people, all right? You need to start teaching your children that, you know, before it's too late.
It says, have not I even he that brought them out of the land of Egypt from the house of bondage? But they provoked me unto wrath and despised my counsel. Pull thou off then the hair off thy head, and cast all evil upon them, for they have not been obedient unto my law, but is a rebellious people.
You know that word evil, that means a bad day, man. Bad time, man. Bad time, all right? That's the day that we're in, man. This is the evil time, man. Ultimately, hey, man, the judgment has to come out, you know? You think that, you know, everything's all good because, you know, everyone's responding to folly, all right? But, hey, man, judgment is coming. It's happening every day, man. All right, we're in the cups of World War III, all right? We're in the cups of a race war, right? We got these so-called Jews taking up arms, all right? Because of some type of plot that the so-called black Hebrew Israelites, that's no such thing, all right? Are doing some type of domestic terrorism, all right? All that is, hey, man, that's all pursuant to the prophecies, right? You can't do nothing against, all right, the prophecies, man, all right? Because ultimately, hey, something has to happen. But, hey, man, we know blood is on your hands. No matter how you try to be a false accuser, which, you know, that word devil, diablos, means false accuser, right? So no matter how much you try to falsely accuse men of the Lord, ultimately you can't set off prophecies, man, right? Right? You're going to get put to death out here, man.
It says, how long shall I forbear them, unto whom I have done so much good? Many kings have I destroyed for their sakes. Pharaoh with his servants and all his power have I smitten down. All the nations have I destroyed before them, and in the east I have scattered the people of 2 provinces, even of Tyrus and Sidon, and have slain all their enemies. Speak thou therefore unto them, saying, thus saith the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushua, I led you through the sea in the beginning, gave you a large and safe passage. I gave you Moses for a leader and Aaron for a priest. I gave you light and a pillar of fire, and great wonders have I done among you. Yet have ye forgotten me, said the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Thus said the Lord, the Almighty Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushua, the quails were as a token for you. I gave you tents for your safeguard. Nevertheless, ye murmured there, and triumphed not in my name for the destruction of your enemies. But ever to this day do ye yet murmur. Where are the benefits that I have done for you? When ye were hungry and thirsty in the wilderness, did ye not cry unto me, saying, why hast thou brought us into this wilderness to kill us? It had been better for us to have served the Egyptians than to die in this wilderness. Then I had pity upon your mournings and gave you manna to eat, so ye did eat angel's bread. When ye were thirsty, did I not cleave the rock and waters flowed out to your field? For the heat I covered you with leaves of the trees. I divided among you a fruitful land. I cast out the Canaanites, the Perizzites, and the Philistines before you. What shall I yet do more for you, said the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Thus said the Almighty Lord, when they were in the wilderness, in the river of the Amorites, being athirst and blaspheming my name, I gave you not fire for your blasphemies, but cast a tree in the water, and made the river sweet. What shall I do to thee, O Jacob? Thou Judah, wouldst not obey me. I will turn me to other nations, and unto those will I give my name, that they may keep my statutes. Seeing ye have forsaken me, I will forsake you also. When ye desire me to be gracious unto you, I shall have no mercy upon you. Whensoever ye shall call upon me, I will not hear you. For ye have defiled your hands with blood, and your feet are swift to commit manslaughter.
It's cool. Hopefully, this is how this thing works, man. I've seen it times before, man. Majority of our people, they weren't believers, man. They were good numbers. They didn't truly believe. All right, as soon as times got hard, all right, that's when they wanted to cry to the Most High. But hey, man, at that point, all right, don't even pray to God if you celebrate the New Year.
This is 2nd Ezra, chapter 9, and verse 1. It says, he answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself. And when thou seest part of the signs pass, which I have told thee before, then thou shalt understand that is very that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. So basically, you're supposed to measure the time diligently, man. Diligently. You're supposed to look. You're supposed to see what's going on in the world, and then marry that with the scriptures, and then it lets us know, you know what I'm saying, that this is high times. You know what I'm saying? It says, therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things which from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. And that's right. We're seeing those uproars of the people, man. You know, in different parts of the world, man. Hong Kong, know, all kinds of different places, man. You know, there's uproars of the people. You know, it's too many that actually keep track. You know what I'm saying?
For like as all that is made in the world hath a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest, even so the times also of the highest have plain beginnings, and wonders and powerful works, and endings and effects and signs. Verse 7. And everyone that shall be saved and shall be able to escape by his works and by faith whereby he hath believed. And that's you know, hence we out here on these streets, man. We out here because we hoping that, you know, we find favor in the sight of Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. You know, that he sees our works and then he you know, he rewards us for it, man. You know, we're just hopeful. We're hopeful that this is enough, man. You can never do enough, like the scripture says. We out here, you know, hoping that you know, this is a sweet smell to the Most High, you know, and he loves our song. It says, even so the times also of the highest have plain beginnings and wonders and powerful works and endings and effects and signs. And everyone that shall be saved and shall be able to escape by his works and by faith whereby ye have believed shall be preserved from the said perils and shall see my salvation in my land and within my borders. And the said perils, those are the plagues, man, that are coming on the earth. You know, those are the said perils. You know, and you would definitely want to escape from them said perils, man, because, you know, the Most High, he's appointed, like the scripture says, he's appointed three things, man. Death, four kinds. Four kinds. Sword, famine, death, and destruction. You know, so he's appointed four kinds, and you want to be able to escape said perils, man. And shall see my salvation in my land. And you know what the means of salvation, that's what those chariots, man. So the Most High is building a spiritual ark right now. You know, and people ain't getting on board, that's okay. You know, because the Most High is all about the little flock anyway. Right?
That's right.
For I have sanctified them for me from the beginning. You know, and a lot of the brothers that you know, that's out here preaching and teaching the word, man, they've been sanctified from the beginning, and a lot of niggas is going to die because they've been allotted to die from the beginning. That's right. You know, we had people set up, you know, that were going to receive this thing. Because Lord Yahweh Shai said he knew who would believe from the beginning, and he knew who would not believe.
This is Acts 15 and 18. It says, "Know unto Yahweh Shemel Shai of all his works
Happy New Year, bro.
of the world." It's not the New Year. Verse 19 says, "Wherefore my sentence is that we trouble not them which from among the Gentiles are turned to Yahweh Shemel Shai." Right? That's the ones who are going to repent, right? Or will riddles men, right? Among the Gentiles called to repentance. Right? That's not talking about no heathen, man. Heathens can't repent, man. These Edomites and so-called white people, right? There's no repentance in it, man. Right? So-called blacks need to stop with this foolishness, man. It's folly, man.
That's right. Let's finish up. It says, verse 9. This is 2nd Ezra 9 in verse 9. It says, "Then shall they be in pitiful case, which now have abused my ways, and they that have cast them away despitefully shall dwell in torments." You know them torments, man. Esau get your ass inside that concentration camp, you know what I'm saying, doing all kind of weird stuff to you. You know what I mean? And then you're gonna be a pitiful case, and then you're gonna be living in torments, man. You know, or when a wild beast get a hold of you and then start ripping you from limb to limb. You know, or you get a pack of damn cannibals. You know what I'm saying? I want to make, you know, elbow stew. You know what I'm saying? Right. So you go
Happy New Year's on that day.
You're going to be a pitiful case. And it says, verse 10, "For such as in their life have received benefits and have not known me." You know, Most High, he reigns on the just and the unjust. You know, and he shows favor to them. You know what I'm saying? But they still do wicked. You know, and they haven't known him. Like it says in the scripture, verse 11. It says, "And they have loathed my law while they had yet liberty,
And when was yet place for repentance was open unto them, who understood not, but despised it. And you know, just like right now, man, there's liberty and there's time for you to get right. You know, Most High is calling all the repentance. Now it's liberty. You have liberty to get right. You know, even though it's the 11th hour, you still have liberty to get right. But no, you want to celebrate Janus. You know, you want to celebrate Janus, and you want to be, you know, thoughts and thugs. You know what I'm saying? And you want to conform to Esau's world. You know what I'm saying? You want to get lineups, and you want to continue and follow, man. So, you know, that liberty for repentance, like it says, while you have liberty, you're not gonna take advantage of the time when you have liberty. You know what I'm saying? In repentance, man, you want to still go around and participate in nonsense and follow. This is verse 12. The same must know it after death by pain. And you know what's going to happen to death by pain. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna run into them weirdos that's gonna take so-called black women. You know what I'm saying? And they're gonna carry them down through it. You know? So I just wanted to bring that out, please. I think I may be a little wrong.
It's gonna get spooky out here, man. Right? Ain't gonna be no peace and safety on that day. It's sudden destruction coming to you. Latinos and Native Americans. That's so-called, you know? I'm sorry, this is like according to the Bible.
What?
This Jeremiah chapter 8, verse 3. And death shall be chosen rather than life by all the residue of them that remain of this evil family, which remain in all the places whither I have driven them, said the Lord of hosts, Yahweh Shemel Shah. No. So Yahweh Shemel Shah said death is going to be chosen rather than life, man. All right. Our people are going to choose to die rather than to serve Yahweh Shemel Shah. All right. And they choosing the ways of death right now. Okay. Like the Ak was alluded to, getting lined up. All right. Shaving your beard off. All right. Assimilated to the way of the heathen. Okay. Conforming to the way of the devil. All right. The Lord is going to retribute you for that, man. All right. You want to celebrate all these fake ass holidays, man. All right. You want to join hand in hand with the wicked. Okay. That's choosing death over life.
That's right.
All right. This is life right here. When these people just walk past, all right, and don't try to inquire, all right, on what this is. All right. That's choosing death rather than life.
That's
okay. So that's a future prophecy that's coming to pass right now. All right, our people want to die ultimately. All right, niggas ain't gonna repent. All right, we got matching challengers. That's all that matters. All right, we're downtown with matching challengers. Okay, we're gonna show off for the hoes. All right.
That's all they care about.
They repent me in the turn back. The only thing they gonna turn back is their car to do some donuts. Okay, that's all these niggas give a fuck about is following.
Been the block to holler at one of these stocks.
Yeah, con.
That's what they gonna turn back.
They turn back to come holler at a hoe. You know what I'm saying? Then they'll turn back. I repent that I didn't catch that bitch. Jake is out his fucking mind, man.
We ain't out here for no extracurricular activities, man. We ain't out here to just be seen of men. All right? This ain't no numbers game trying to, you know what I'm saying? Trying to sell you something, man. We ain't no salesman out here, man. That's right. We let you know you're gonna get put to death unless you repent.
That's right. That's right. Hold on, somebody get that's the problem. Let me just get one of these messages.
Even our older brothers, man, they gotta repent.
All right. He said, all right.
I hate an old food.
An old adulterer Dota. That's his goofy ass. Yeah, your goofy ass doing out here, man.
You ain't lead nobody to the Lord.
All right. Nigga, no, it's not all right, nigga.
It's not all right. You're gonna be the main one get many stripes. Stripes.
Done. This 2 Corinthians chapter 5, verse 11. It says, knowing therefore the terror of the Lord, Yahweh Shemel Shah, we persuade man.
Yes.
But we are made manifest unto Yahweh, and I trust also are made manifest in your consciousness. That says, knowing the terror of the Lord, we persuade men. All right, we know what Yahweh Shimei Shai do to you, man. All right, Yahweh Shimei Shai, like the Op was saying, he'll get some wild animals to whip your ass from limb to limb. All right, he'll send a pack of Hannibal cannibals on your ass, silence of the lamb, to eat your ass like a lamb. Okay, the Most High, he'll send newly created beasts at you. All right, he'll send Godzilla at you, which is Leviathan. All right, he'll send the so-called white man, which is a complete sicko at your ass. All right, and put you in a secret chamber room like Jigsaw. Okay, and play games on your ass. All right, you want to play a game? All right, that's why we come out here. All right, to persuade your ass through the terror of the Lord. Like the Ox said, we ain't coming out here to be seen of man. You think we drove all the way from our house, okay, put gas in our car to come out in the cold to just so you can look at us. All right, get the hell out of here. Obviously, the Most High got it on the spirit to let you know he's gonna do some killing out here. All right, see? They'll let you know. They'll let you know he's gonna do some killing out here. All right, you know. Yeah, the Most High gonna kill that nigga. He gonna kill the fuck out that nigga.
It's Isaiah chapter 5, verse 20. Woe unto them that call good evil. Woe unto them that call evil good and good evil, that put darkness for light and light for darkness, that put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter. That's right. That word woe, that means destruction, all right? Destruction is coming, all right, to you heathens, all right? To so-called blacks, Latinos, Native Americans are not going to be repentant, all right? They're putting bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter, all right? Bitter, like this day, man. This day is bitter, it's bitter. This day is darkness, man.
That's true.
All right? Our people are in the lowest state, man. All right? You heathens are in the lowest state, man. All right? We need to get saved out of here. You heathens need to get saved for slavery. All right? We need to have that. We're going to love it. We're going to have the clean air. You know what I'm saying? We're going to be ruling in righteousness. The birds are going to be chirping different. The trees are going to have life on them. You don't have to worry about unemployment. All right, continue with the toilet, you know what I'm saying? We're going to know the actual days, man, the actual months. All right? We're going to be able to know, like, all right, this is the new year. Right? This ain't no damn new year, man.
Yeah.
We don't even know what year this is, man. That's how.
This Proverbs chapter 29, verse 2. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn.
This is nothing but mourning out here, man. People are getting killed left and right, all right? There's a whole bunch of sick, perverse things going on, man. Transgenderism, man. It's nothing to be happy about, man. You got men walking around with dresses. That should be a mourning scene, something like that, man.
Hey, that one female, she had said, Happy New Year's earlier. I had to look at her and make sure that bitch wasn't a man. That's how sick this place is. You gotta take a triple look and make sure it's a woman. All right, probably some fucking man with some balls in his hanging out his underwear. You know, that's how sick this place is. Walking around with a dress on.
This is hell, man. This is hell, man. We know the scripture says hell's gonna be cast into the lake of fire. All right, so we understand that this is hell, man. All right, get ready for the ICB nuclear missiles that's gonna be hitting this place, man. All right. Hey, this scripture says 200 million, man. 200 million missiles, man. This is, hey, man, Zechariah 14 and 2. You know? The plagues that's going to be
14 and 12.
14, 12. You know what I'm saying? Your eyes going to be consuming, all right? Your tongue's going to be consuming the way in your mouth, man. Why you stand on your feet? That's what's coming to you people that's not going to repent.
That's true. And the only people who can repent is the so-called Negro, Latino, and Native Indian.
That's right.
If you're a heathen nation, you can't repent and just get ready to die.
That's
okay?
right.
That's right. I got something. Second Ezra's 10.
For many great miseries shall be done to them that,
I'll call it out.
this is 2nd Ezra's 10 and 50.
It's 8 of it, right?
2nd Ezra's 8 and 50. It's a lot.
Hold on.
2nd Ezra's 8 and 50. Salah. Wow. For many great miseries shall be done to them that in the latter time shall dwell in the world, because they have walked in great pride. But understand thou for thyself, and seek out the glory for such as be like thee.
For unto you is paradise open. You elect men.
Oh, that's what it says?
I'm saying that.
That's what it says, oh, bro. I was like, hey, no, it's saying that, bro.
I'm saying it. I'm saying it.
Yeah, God. Read that last part one more time, Slide.
This is 2 Ezra 8 and 51. It says, but understand thou for thyself and seek out the glory for such as be like thee. For unto you is paradise open. The tree of life is planted, the time to come is prepared. Plenteousness is made ready. A city is building, and rest is allowed. Yea, perfect goodness and wisdom.
Wow.
That reminds me of that precept we talked about how you gotta walk between a narrow way to get to a city.
Oh, yeah. Let's get that.
Yeah. Let's get that. Don't that remind you of that though?
Yeah, God.
It's a water, it's a great water on one side. It's a great city built up.
This 2nd Ezra chapter, it was more than that.
It was more than that. Bring that up.
This 2nd Ezra chapter 7 verse 6, it says, there's also another thing. A city is builded and set upon a broad field
That's right.
and is full of all good things. The entrance thereof is narrow and it is set in a dangerous place to fall. Like as if there were a fire on the right hand and on the left a deep water. And one path like it, and one only path between them both, even between the fire and the water. So small that there could but one man go there at once. It said, if this city were given unto a man for an inheritance, if he never shall pass the danger set before it, how shall he receive the inheritance?
That's right. That's beautiful, brother, because that lines up with what he said in verse 52, the latter part of 52, man. When it said, plenteousness is made ready, a city is building. And that's basically speaking about the same thing, man, that rest that we looking for. Because we right now there's no rest here, man, in this land, man. We got Esau ruling over us. We got our women out of order. We're subject to all we're subject to all kinds of payments. There's literally no rest. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Just 10
Verse 50, that's what it says, the root of evil is sealed up from you. Weakness in the bomb is hidden from you. Corruption is fled into hell to be forgotten. I think that makes sense.
This Hebrews chapter 4, verse 11, it says, let us labor therefore to enter into that rest, lest any man fall after the same example of unbelief. This Hebrews chapter 4, verse 11, let us labor therefore to enter into that rest, lest any man fall after the same example of unbelief.
That's right, man. We gotta labor to get into that rest, man.
Whoa, let me read one, then jump back down, slide.
This in the same chapter, Salakia brothers. This Hebrews chapter 4, verse 1. Let us therefore fear, lest a promise being left us entering into his rest, any of you seem to come short of it.
If any of you seem to come short of it, basically, if you're not being diligent and making your calling and election sure, you know what I'm saying, you be considered that slothful servant. You know what I'm saying? And that thing can be out of your reach, man, because the Most High, man, although he does have men that are set to receive the promises, you just want to make sure that you're making your calling and election sure. You know what I'm saying?
That's the parable in Matthew 25, right? About the guy who hid his money in the ground. Yahweh called him a wicked and slothful servant. He said, cast you into outer darkness.
That's right. That's right. So, and it's just like what you were saying before. You were saying, don't number yourself among them.
God, bro.
It's so cozy.
Bro, the scriptures tell you not to do that.
Don't
You know what I'm saying? So
yourself
you going on.
already.
Yeah, God.
Well, let me read two.
This verse 2, it says, for unto us was the gospel preached, as well as unto them. But the word preached did not profit them, not being mixed with faith in them that heard it. For we which have believed do enter into rest. As he said, I have sworn in my wrath, and they shall enter into my rest, although the works were finished from the foundation of the world.
The Most High already has it in his you know what I'm saying? And it's his pleasure to give the kingdom to his people. You know what I mean? He already has it all set up. He wants you to enter into your rest, man. You know, but you definitely have to take care of business on this side. You know what I mean? You can't be a slothful servant. You gotta be diligent.
This St. John chapter 14, verse 2. In my Father's house are many mansions. If it were not so, I would have told you so. Slaki, I would have told you.
What's going on, brother?
Yeah.
All right. You relate with this?
Huh?
I said you relate with this?
Oh, yeah.
So you proclaim to be an Israelite?
Oh, yeah.
Also, that's awesome. That's great. Shalom.
I'm from Louisiana, man. I'm driving trucks across the country right now. And they were supposed to send me home for the holiday.
Right.
Family, family and all that. I didn't get to go. And, New Year's too. So I found myself shut down here for tonight and tomorrow. So I said, I'm gonna walk.
You ain't got no choice but to,
I've been a road I've been on. He dealing with us all.
You believe you can destroy this place?
Oh man, I'm in between. I ain't got my friends. I'm in between. They've been about 4 years. I'm keeping it all. I ain't got my friends. I've been better. I can't do nothing but this thing. All
That's right.
all day.
That's good. That means the Most High dealing with you.
Oh yeah, he's been dealing with me for a minute. I was looking for y'all.
Yeah, that's the spirit.
Yeah, I was looking for y'all. I ain't asked nobody, but I just figured I'd run up on this.
That's what's up.
That's what's up. So we got to shout
Definitely. Yeah, I'm in Louisiana. I'm from Baton Rouge, but I'm looking to relocate. I need the congregate.
You're supposed to be alone.
We got IUIC in New Orleans.
That's who was on it?
No.
I
deal with everybody.
Oh, okay.
Myself, I stay in the street myself.
You chill? Nobody want to be we just chill?
I mean, different camps got their different views on what it is.
Right.
I wouldn't say it's the chill. I mean, I would say they be dealing with, the same thing, for the doctor.
This Revelation.
The Bible says,
We're going to read this. Okay, we're going to read this now for this.
This Revelation chapter 13, verse 16. It says he calls of all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name.
What you say to Mark Hill?
I mean, I'm kind of up in the air with it. I know that that's going to come as far as what's been spoken. Matter of fact, it's happening now. As far as they won't allow Medicaid and that type of thing. So it's pretty much in the air.
This is Mark goes into where Mark is familiar with that. It says that it's a mark, stamped beforehand, or the right hand as a badge that follows Antichrist. It says 3 carved
so you know, just to add one more point, you know, so when they put that RFID microchip in, they gotta actually make an incision or cutting your flesh to put it in. You know, so in Kawabma, it means cutting or you know, or missing an incision. And that's what they actually do to put that RFID microchip in. And that's what they're gonna build this new society predicated upon. It's RFID technology. That's why you notice like a lot of things that already has that technology in it. Like credit card, those chips that's in it, they got the RFID technology. A lot of phones got it in it, and a lot of infrastructure is set up already for it. You know, so that's what they are trying to push. Because ultimately, the elites who run the world, they want to make everybody a perpetual slave to it. You know, so and that's how they're going to do it. Because they're going to be able to keep complete track of you know their RFID technology. So there's no way you can buy or sell with a spiritual mark or any kind of doctrine. So it has to be a physical cutting, and that's literally happening. Like in Sweden, it's tens of thousands of people getting chipped right now. You know, because that's really start pushing towards that worldwide. You know, and they doing it. Yeah, oh yeah, man, they doing it. Yeah, they sell them online right now. I think for like $200. You can buy RFID microchips.
So my thing was with that. I guess they're not really pushing it as that. So a lot of the things I'm talking about, I'm thinking about the government.
Okay, right, okay.
They're not pushing it as that, but I mean a lot of people unknowing so-called find themselves with the chip.
Yep.
Well, that's why I kind of was like not sure.
Right.
Regardless. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because you're going to have to make a choice. Right. You know, you're going to have to make a choice.
You know they are.
Talking about that Neuralink thing.
Yeah.
That brain.
Right.
So, I mean, definitely that's what it is.
Right. So you believe that the dollar don't collapse? Because you said that, yeah. Said you don't have to
Wait
make a
on
choice.
that.
Right. Because they said that.
We all waiting on that. I mean, I'm doing what I got to do.
Right.
You know,
But eventually that's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? And that's gotta lead into they're gonna make a new currency. They're gonna make a new
got to be waiting on that, my brother.
bro.
This place ain't got to come to it.
Right.
I can get out here.
I mean, they got to. Why you ain't no way they can just continue going on like this is hell.
They're like, why y'all brothers want missiles to hit here so bad? What y'all gonna do? We gonna be alright.
We all right. Swing low. Swing low, my brother. Matter of fact, I've been
Get old, that's me.
I've been seeing them. I look.
Oh, the sheriffs? Oh, yeah, they said
I was in the truck coming through Georgia. This was probably about 3 weeks ago.
It's dark.
And I was thinking about myself. And I looked in the sky while I was thinking about it, and it shot across the sky. Man, I got I was looking for it, but it spooked me because it manifested itself right in and there. I was like, oh,
Let me read this one.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
I'm gonna read this real quick. Go ahead. This Revelation chapter 14, verse 10. I select I start at 9. It says, and the third angel which followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image, and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of God, Yahweh, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation. He shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. You know, so that's why it's very important that, you know what I'm saying, you know not to take the chip like you were saying. It's like you were saying, like it's up in the air, you know if you take it or not. So you don't want to end up incinerated, you know what I'm saying, with nuclear fire, you know what I'm saying, or even those chariots, they gonna come down after people with the powder laser beams. That's gonna be a part of that fight. You know, so 2/3 of our people get Zechariah 13. That's something. Did you know that 2/3 of our people don't control that? Okay.
yeah. Yeah, I mean, that was the way to, I mean, just looking at it, man, I'm like, that's gonna have to happen.
Right, bro. Because our people reject the law.
So what?
Oh, yeah, bro.
And we're not coming back. A lot of us ain't coming back, right? A lot of us fight the whole way. We don't want to legislate it like that. Right. I mean, you know, all this thing in this, and, no.
Have a slave Babylon.
Have a slave.
Right.
Jeremiah 13 and 8. And it shall come to pass that in all the land, saith the Lord, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die, but the third shall be left therein. And I will bring the third part through the fire, and will refine them as silver is refined, and will try them as gold is tried. They shall call on my name, and I will hear them. I will say, it is my people, and they shall say, the Lord is my power.
So he said they should come through the fire. That's twofold. You got the baptism. You got baptism by fire now. You know what I'm saying? You can get baptized by water, but now we're going through that fiery trial. You know, which is the tribulations and the tests we go through by being in this evil world, which is hell. Because hell just means a state of condition. So all the things that we face with in this world, you know what I'm saying, that's being put under the body. You know, so we go on, we're making it through that. And also, if we are those chosen men, you know, part of that 144, that 1/3, you know, that remnant slave to be saved, we're gonna actually go through the fire, pass through the fire, because them nukes gonna come out and them chariots gonna beat us up. You know, so we don't want to be caught up in it. And it said those that call on my name too. So it's an important thing that we know his name. You know what I'm saying? Which is Yahweh, because some camps they don't push the name.
Yeah. I mean, they say that the name won't be revealed until.
Yeah, right. That's
But I say Yahweh shine, Yahweh. As far as this can go back to
Right.
That's what I call it. That's right. Now this thing it hurt me to my heart when I found out that Jesus was his name.
Right.
It was strong. Right. Really, that had a lot to do with me waking up. I mean, they say, you know, that he'll reveal his name when he comes back.
Yeah, Revelation 19. Let's get it.
But I mean, you know, Jesus,
Okay.
Ilsus, Yahushua, Yeshua.
Right.
You know, I say Yahweh.
Right.
As far as we can go back, that's what I'm gonna do.
Let's get this one real quick. I'm gonna get Zephaniah. This Zephaniah chapter 3. Zephaniah chapter 3 and verse 9. For then I will turn to a people, to the people, a pure language, that they may all call upon the name of the Lord Yahweh to serve him with one consent. You know, so he said that was a future prophecy. They were going to turn to us the pure language. The pure language is the ancient Paleo Hebrew, because that's what Yahweh Shai spoke to Apostle Paul from the heavens with. You know, so that's what we bring it. You know, because it says the same thing uttered in Hebrew don't hold the same weight as a bastard tongue. You know, so when we pray in the Hebrew to the Lord, you know what I'm saying, that actually get more power in our prayers. You know, and we have to have the name. It's important to have the name, because if you don't have the name, how you gonna call upon it? You know, but he told us that he was gonna give us a pure language that we could all call upon him with the sin. Because that was the prophecy, those who pass through the fire gonna have to call upon his name. So that's why it's important to have their name. You know?
Genesis chapter 4 and 25 says, when Adam knew his wife again, and she bare a son and called his name Seth, for Yahweh said, she has appointed me from the seed instead of Abel, whom Cain slew. Oh yeah. It says in verse 26, but to Seth, to him also there was born a son, that's part of that seed line. You have that name. Not everyone's going to have that name. You know? To be committed to the Lord, you're going to have that name. So
That's it's what? It's two Enochs. You say Enoch.
Yeah,
Descendant.
Yeah.
That's not the Enoch.
right. This one, this is like chapter 4. Yeah, because you're talking about, chapter 5, that's talking about, you got the line of Cain and
You're right. Tell people about the Uber Jazz.
Oh, yeah, you subscribe to it. Yeah, you subscribe to it.
know the book of Jasher just opened up the Old Testament. When it opened up, where I could see everybody working. The book of Jasher.
I ain't never read it.
You never read it?
No, I never got into it.
It's really, it's a detailed book of Jasher. That's what really opened up my understanding of what Abraham was because it talks about, Terah, Abraham's father, and how he was something, and how the spirit of the Most High got on Abraham and how he stuff. But it just, and the Bible refers to what? To the book. I mean,
It does. But we just, we had, the elders that brought us in, they never want to speak. We just try to stick to the
follow the apostle.
Okay, y'all was in there. Okay.
We ain't with them, we just follow.
Oh, okay.
We get very prescribed today.
Yeah. Okay.
I did a book of Joshua, but I'm not sure if you're familiar. It says something about Noah having laser beam eyes or something like that.
Well, it kind of depicted it as being maybe an albino or something more to that state. Actually, glowing. It kind of described it like they thought that he was a child from the angels.
Okay, so you believe in the faith of all the angels, doctor?
I mean, talking about
Ecclesiastes 12:12 says, and further by these, my son, be admonished of making many books, there is no end. Much study is a weariness of the flesh.
Right, so you ain't got to go too far. It's on
that book of Jasher, I never saw where it contradicted anything in scripture. Like, I mean, what do you call it? The book of Enoch. Now that's a whole nother.
Yeah, that's definitely.
That's a whole nother. It's kind of hard to fathom. I mean, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
That book of Jasher, man, I'm just
going to read this for you too. This Sirach, also known as Ecclesiasticus, chapter 3, verse 21. It says, seek not out the things that are too hard for thee, neither search the things that are above thy strength, but what is commanded thee, think thereupon with reverence, for it is not needful for thee to see with thine eyes the things that are secret. It says, be not curious in unnecessary matters, for more things are shown unto thee than man understand. So even in the Apocrypha and the Holy Scriptures, this got more than, most people can fathom. Most people can't go into Daniel 7 and break it down.
most people.
Yeah. Well, a lot of people. Okay, so do you subscribe with that you have to go out on the highways and the byways and teach?
Oh yeah.
So you believe it?
I believe it.
So why you on it?
I'm not to that point yet. I mean, the spirit, but not. I don't feel confident. The spirit just ain't put me in that position.
Shit, if you can understand the book of Jasper, you can get out here.
I mean, I'm not saying that I'm gaining that I won't.
Right. Okay.
You feel?
Okay.
I'm just saying the spirit ain't led me to
where
I need to be.
Okay, I understand.
I've been going through it, bro. For real. Like really, like the past 5 years of my life, I've been home. Before that, I ain't never been home.
Right.
My family, I'm child support just coming out of this good check I'm getting for driving.
Right.
Man's going to the Lord.
Broke me down.
Man's going to the
Oh,
Lord.
yeah. It's supposed to happen. I know it's supposed to happen.
Yeah.
I wouldn't leave my eye.
This is 1 Corinthians 13:9, it says, for we know in part and we prophesy in part. So, it's never a limit to how much we can learn. You're never gonna know enough. You know what I'm saying? But like now it's the time, man. Like if you know, like you say, you're an Israelite, that's really enough to get out there.
I've been a seeker of knowledge and a seeker of truth all my life. That's important.
Yeah, guys, I got something for you. This is Ecclesiastes. This is what
That'll be the whole conclusion of the matter. Fear God and keep His commandments. This is the whole duty of man.
That's right. That's why he says, So, yeah, I'm glad you know that, because then you know this. Bid them, you said, Matthew, what was it, brother?
This is Ezekiel chapter 9, verse 4. And the Lord Yahweh said unto him, go through the midst of the city, to the midst of Jerusalem.
It's the Lord Yahweh talking to an angel. He said, walk through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem, which represents the so-called Negro Latino name.
God. And set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sighed that cried.
Okay, now he said, set a mark upon the men that represent the tongue.
And set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sighed and that cried.
Okay, now this part right here, it's not the same mark that we read in Revelation 13. It says, set a mark upon the heads of the men that sighed and cried, right?
For all the abominations that be done in the midst of
For all the abominations that's done there in the midst of it's a spiritual part. Jesus is not real.
oh man.
Hey, what's he talking about? Take the swing.
They destroyed.
Hold that man between two.
So that word mark, that's goes into the word tab. Mark is a desire. Mark is a sign of exemption from judgment.
Right. So that's a whole different mark than that mark that was written down in Revelation 13. That's the wop, which means exemption from judgment. So it says, set a mark upon the men hands that sign and cry for all the abominations that's done on the midst. I'm gonna go back to Ezekiel 9, but let me see something.
So this is spiritual. We're going right now.
Right,
We're getting
right.
exemption from judgment.
Right, go to Revelation 7.
And after these things, this is Revelation 7 and 1. So and after these things, I saw 4 angels standing on the 4 corners of the earth.
So you know about the 4 angels too, you know what I'm saying? Wow. Yep.
Holding the 4 winds of the earth,
Which represent destruction.
that the wind should not blow on the earth, nor on the sea, nor on any tree.
See in the tree that represent the king.
Right. And I saw another angel ascending from the east,
From the east.
having the seal of the living power.
Having the seal of the living power.
And he cried with a loud voice to the 4 angels to whom it was given to hurt the earth and the sea, saying, hurt not the earth, neither the sea nor the trees, till we have sealed the servants of our power in the 4.
Right, so it says, hurt not the earth, nor the sea, nor any tree, till we have sealed the servants of our power in their forehead. Which that go back to Ezekiel 9. But that's that mark, you know what I'm saying, about the sign and crime. So the angel is telling the 4 angels that's over the earth right now, holding back the destruction, not to bring the destruction to the servants who sealed, you know, which is which is which is those who sign and crime.
It's going to go into it. And I heard the number of them which were sealed, and there were sealed 144,000 of all the tribes of the children of Israel.
This is Ezekiel 9, verse 5. And to the others he said in mine hearing.
So the others outside of the 144, you know what I'm saying, and the 1/3, the remnant, those who had the mark.
Go ye after him through the city and smite.
Go ye after them through the city and smite. That word smite means kill.
Let not your eye spare.
Let not your eye spare.
Neither have ye pity.
Neither have pity.
Slay utterly, old and young.
Slay utterly, old and young.
Both maids and little children.
Both maids and little children.
And women. But not near any man upon whom is the mark.
But not upon any man who is the mark. The mark, when is it the mark? The why? The exemption from judgment. So don't hold it back the 4 winds of judgment of destruction until everyone is sealed up. You know, everyone has their seal. You know, which you get that seal by sign and crime for all the abominations that's done there in the midst of it. You got that.
So it says, go ye therefore into the highways, and as many as ye shall find, bid to the marriage. So those servants went out into the highways and gathered together all as many as they found, both bad and good, and the wedding was furnished with guests. And when the king came to see the guests, he saw there a man which had not on a wedding garment. And he saith unto him, Friend, how camest thou in hither not having a wedding garment? He was speechless. Then said the king to the servants, Bind him hand and foot, and take him away, and
cast him into outer darkness. There shall be weeping and gnashing of teeth.
Okay, now go back, read 22 down.
Go ye therefore into the highways, and as many as ye shall find, bid to the marriage.
Right, so that was the whole point. So you went and get cast into that outer darkness, which represents the destruction. And the marriage means being joined unto. Marriage means joined unto. So we being yeah, right. The Most High is the husband. So we finna get ready to be joined back to the Most High. And Yahweh Shai, he's the one who mediator. That's the point. That's what I have to say. You know what I'm saying? But it's in the marriage, it's those who bring them together. We're like the bishop or something. And it's like one who like bring them together. You know, I'm trying to think of a man who bring the man and the wife together. But ultimately, that's who Yahweh Shai is. You know, he told us to go out into the highways and the byways and bid them who are ready to the marriage. So it's some who is set to be brought back to the Most High, which that represents the elect. So, but if you want to be a part of it,
Second Timothy chapter 4, verse 1. I charged thee before Yahweh Shai.
So I charge you, that's an order. You know what I'm saying?
And the Lord Mashiach Yahweh Shai.
So he charges before the Most High and Yahweh Shai, the Lord.
Who shall judge the quick and is dead at his appearing in his kingdom.
So you should judge the quick and is dead. His kingdom is the quick, that means they're alive. It says the man that wanted about to understand the way of understanding should be man in the congregation of the dead. So you alive if you have understanding. You know what I'm saying? You're the quick. So it says he's going to judge the quick and the dead at his appearance, you know?
Verse 2. Preach the word, be instant in season.
Preach the word, be instant in season.
Out of season. Reprove, rebuke, exhort, with all long-suffering, doctrine.
And doctrine, that's a key too. You gotta have proper doctrine. You can't
No
just come
other
out there
females around.
speaking anything.
You're going upstairs by yourself without me. You can go home by yourself, do it. Yeah, what about the building?
Yes.
So 2 Peter 1 and 10 it says, wherefore, but rather, brethren, give diligence
Give diligence
to make your calling and election sure.
to make your calling and election sure. So that's how you make your calling and election sure, by giving hard work.
It says, for if you do these things, ye shall never fall.
If you do these things, you should never fall.
Book of Romans, chapter 12, verse 1. I beseech you, therefore, brethren,
Beseech you, he said, I beg you. This is possible. I said, I beg you.
by the mercies of Yahweh Shai,
By the mercies of Yahweh Shai,
that you present your bodies a living sacrifice,
that you present your bodies a living sacrifice.
holy.
How would you say you make your body a living sacrifice? You know?
It's by living according to the Lord.
That's fair. And what we're doing right now. This the biggest one, right? Coming out here. Because anybody can come up here and do anything to us.
Acid
You know what I'm saying?
attack.
Right.
It's crazy.
Bro, they demonizing us right now on the news. I'm pretty sure you've been seeing that. You know what I'm saying? The black Hebrew Israelites, anti-Semitism. Right. You know what I'm saying? So anything can happen to us out here.
Bring it on.
Yeah, right.
That's just gonna bring it on.
That's a beautiful spirit to have.
Bring it on.
That's right. It says that you present your bodies a living sacrifice, holy, acceptable unto Yahweh Shai, which is your reasonable service.
Which is our reasonable service. You know what I'm saying? So that's what the Most High is accepting. That's the only thing that's holy and acceptable to the Most High is for us to make our body a living sacrifice. And the biggest form of that is coming out on these highways and these byways. You know, especially if you have knowledge. You got that?
Ecclesiastes 7.
Nah, 8 and 15.
8 and 15 it says, it says travel not.
No, 15.
It says that talk.
It's like 7.
It says hate.
There we go. Yeah, bring it up. It's like
Ecclesiastes 7 and 15 it says hate not. Ecclesiastes 7 and 15. Hate not laborious work.
and hate not laborious work. Neither husbandry, which husbandry means plowing, you know what I'm saying? So, and what we doing right now, we plowing, you know, coming out here. So, hate not laborious work, but this is laborious work to come out here week in and week out, you know what I'm saying, in the cold, you know what I'm saying, and talking in the face of these damn demons, you know what I'm saying? Beat them to the marriage, you know? You know what I'm saying? That's laborious work.
It's laborious.
The Lord told us not to hate that, man. We're supposed to do that, you know?
St. Matthew chapter 9 in verse 9, verse 37, it says, Then said he to his disciples, it says, the harvest is truly plenteous, but the laborers are few. It says, verse 38, it says, Pray therefore the Lord of the harvest that he will send forth laborers to his harvest. It's like you're talking about the plowmen and everything. This is what's needed.
We from the town.
Yeah, that's right. This is St. Matthew 25 and 14. It says, for the kingdom of heaven is as a man traveling into a far country, who called his own servants and delivered unto them his goods. It says, and unto one
That's how selling delivered.
It says, and unto one he gave 5 talents,
One gave 5 talents,
to another 2,
to another 2,
and to another 1,
to another 1,
to every man according to his several ability.
to every man according to his several abilities. So there's some men that's got more talents than others, you know, but they all got a talent.
And straightway took his journey.
Straightway to his journey.
And he that had received the 5 talents went and traded with the same and made them other 5 talents.
So he went out there with the 5 talents he got it and increased the 5 talents. You know, that's why it says, I know it's always be increasing and abounding. You know what I'm saying? 1 Corinthians 15 and 58, it says, get it real quick. What you got? Isaiah. Yeah, Isaiah.
1 Corinthians chapter 15, you said, where? Verse 58, it says, Therefore, my beloved brethren, be ye steadfast, unmovable.
And beloved means David, so that's talking to the house of David. That's the elect. So it says, therefore, my beloved brethren,
Be steadfast, unmovable, always abounding in the work of the Lord.
Always abounding in the work of the Lord. Always growing in the work of the Lord. You know?
For as much as ye know that your labor is not in vain in the Lord.
As much as they know that your labor is not in vain in the Lord. You know what I'm saying? So when you flip the 5 talents and bring back 5 talents, you're going to get rewarded for that. You know?
St. Matthew, this is in St. Matthew 25. In verse 17 it says, And likewise he that hath received 2, he also gained other 2.
Right, so even the one had 5, but the other had 2. The one who had 5, he flipped his 2, even though the one who had 2 had less than the 5, he flipped the 2 and made 2 more. You know, so they was abounding in the work of the Lord. You know.
Verse 18 says, But he that hath received 1 went and digged in the earth.
So one had 1, he was like, man, I ain't got enough. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, my one little talent, what this gonna do? You know what I'm saying? He's just like, fuck it, I ain't even gonna go out here. You know what I'm saying?
But he that hath received 1 went and digged in the earth and hid his Lord's money.
Yeah, but notwithstanding that, that's the Lord's money. The Lord gave you that gift that you got. You know what I'm saying? So don't forget that you didn't get that in vain. You know what I'm saying? Regardless if it's just a little bit. Just a little bit, you know a couple precepts, you know, a little bit of knowledge. That's more than other men know. You know what I'm saying?
After a long time, the Lord of those servants cometh and reckoneth with them.
After a long time, the Lord of that servant came and reckoned with them. Like, what's up with my money that I gave? You know what I'm saying?
So he that had received 5 talents came and brought other 5 talents, saying, Lord, thou deliverest me unto me 5 talents. So, behold, I have gained beside them 5 talents more.
Yes, like, I got my 5, I flipped and made 5 more. You know?
As
Lord said unto him, Well done, thou good and faithful servant. Thou hast been faithful over a few things. I will make thee ruler over many things. Come, enter thou into the joy of thy Lord. Verse 22 it says, He also that hath received 2 talents came and said, Lord, thou deliverest unto me 2 talents. Behold, I have gained 2 other talents beside them. His Lord said unto him, Well done, good and faithful servant. Thou hast been faithful over a few things. I will make thee ruler over many things.
Kingdom of heaven too. You know what I'm saying?
Enter thou into the joy of thy Lord. Then he which had received the 1 talent came and said, Lord, I knew thee that thou art an hard man, reaping where thou hast not sown, and gathered where thou hast not strawed.
Yeah, so he tried to make an excuse to the Lord, like, look, I knew you was a austere man, you know what I'm saying, reaping where you didn't sow, but you know, I feel like, you know, that 1 little talent, I couldn't do nothing with it, so, you know, just show me a little love. Wow, that's great.
Hard man.
Oh no, that's another.
That's the ESV.
Verse 35 it says, And I was afraid and went and hid thy talent in the earth.
He said, so I was afraid. I went and hid that talent in the earth, you know, because I feel like I couldn't do nothing with it. It was just 1 little talent, you know.
It says, Lo, there thou hast that is thine. His Lord,
I said, you got what's mine, you know.
His Lord answered and said unto him, Thou wicked and slothful servant.
So he called him a wicked and slothful servant. Wicked. You know what I'm saying? They made you wicked if you do that. You know what I'm saying?
It says, Thou knewest that I reap where I sowed not,
So you knew it.
gather where I have not strawed.
Yep.
Thou oughtest therefore to have put my money into the exchangers. And then at my coming I should have received mine own with usury. Take therefore the talent from him, and give it unto him which hath 10 talents.
Right. So take that 1 talent from him and give it to the one who flipped theirs into 10. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, what you got?
We touched on this earlier, but I think it's relevant.
You want me to
now.
say it again?
No.
For everybody to hear, do you want me to say it again?
And it says, everyone that shall be saved and shall be able to escape by his works and by faith, whereby ye have believed, shall be preserved from the said perils, and shall see my salvation in my land and within my borders, for I have sanctified them for me from the beginning. That's the elect, man. The elect say that. Escape by said perils, but that's the plagues. You know what I'm saying? Wild animals, ICBM missiles. Pretty sure
St. Matthew chapter 19, verse 27. Then answered Peter and said unto him, Behold, we have forsaken all and followed thee.
It's like everything. You know what I'm saying? I know these brothers been saying, you know, see, me and him been talking about how we don't even get no bucks no more. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit, like we forsaking everything.
Right,
You know what I'm saying?
already
there's no bugs.
God says, What shall we have therefore?
What should we have there for? So Peter, like, shit, he asked a real, genuine, good question. Like, okay, if we gonna do this, what we gonna get for it? You know?
Verse 28. And Yahweh said unto them, Verily I say unto you,
He said, verily, verily, be the truth.
that ye which have followed me
And she will have followed me
in the regeneration,
in the regeneration of the foundation.
when the Son of Man shall sit in the throne of his glory.
When the Son of Man shall sit in the throne of his glory.
Since these also shall sit upon 12 thrones, judging the 12 tribes of Israel.
Yes, you shall sit upon the 12 thrones, judging the tribes of Israel. You know? So you're going to get the same thing that Yahweh Shai got. You know what I'm saying? You're going to get that same glory. You know? What they go on to?
Verse 29 says, And every one that hath forsaken houses or brethren or sisters, or father or mother or wife or children, or lands for my name's sake, shall receive an hundredfold and shall inherit everlasting life.
shall receive 100-fold and receive everlasting life. Hold on, bro. You don't supposed to come and finish the speech.
I don't need it. Hebrews 6 and 10. It says, "For God is not unrighteous to forget your work and labor of love."
So God is not unrighteous to forget your work and labor of love. For Yahweh is not unrighteous to forget your work and labor of love.
It says, "Which ye have shewed toward his name,
Which ye have showed towards his name, which we were telling the brother. So that's the name is important.
and that ye have ministered to the saints and do minister."
That you have ministered to the saints and do minister, which minister means to serve. You know, how we out here ministering to the saints, right? What we doing right now?
It's Ecclesiastes 5:1, but it's Ecclesiastes 5:1. It says, "Keep thy foot when thou goest."
Yeah, that says ready to eat. Stop it.
Sorry, I grew up Catholic. I was trying. Okay. It says, "Keep thy foot when thou goest to the house of the Lord."
Yeah, it says keep thy foot when thou goest to the house of the Lord. This is the house of the Lord.
It says, "And be more ready to hear
Be more ready to hear
than thy mouth, than to give the sacrifice of truth."
than to give. You can get out of here.
No, I follow this.
No, you good. This ain't even 40 minutes. Wait, what's your forefather? What's your father? I'm saying, what's your father? Like, is he Italian or German? Oh, okay, he might be. The father's Italian?
I don't trust him.
Oh, okay.
They don't fuck with you. They don't fuck with you.
Somebody changed too. Yeah. Italian time right now. A lot of basically, we just feed.
This is Hebrews chapter 6, verse 11. "And we desire that every one of you do shew the same diligence
They got that word diligence again.
to the full assurance of hope to the end."
To the full assurance of hope unto the end.
Verse 12 it says that ye be not
They say,
slothful,
be not slothful. Why? Because the slothful and the wicked servant, he got cast in the utter darkness. He got destroyed.
but followers of them who through faith and patience inherit the promises.
But followers of them through faith and patience inherit the promises.
My brother in town was presenting the same type of thing. Like, he came down to us. And he wasn't even trying to preach any specific gospel. The same kind of thing. You need to be vegetarian. It's constantly.
Let me read this for him. Read it for him.
I have been.
I'm going to read this for you.
It says, "And they assembled all the congregation together on the first day of the second month. They declared their pedigrees,
मेरा friend है अभी भी
their
गया
families, by the house of their fathers."
Pedigree means lineage. So, no, this is numbers. Yeah, this is
Growing up Catholic. Deuteronomy 7:6.
Tell me how you feel about this.
It says, "For thou art a holy people unto the Lord Yahweh."
So this is the Lord, how he's talking to the Israelites. He said, thou art holy people, this is set apart.
The Lord thy power hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself,
He hath chosen thee to be a special people to himself.
above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
Above all people on the face of the earth. Now, how you feel about that? Like, do you feel that it should be one nation should be above another nation?
You don't agree with the text.
Absolutely not. Oh, yeah. That's what the scriptures. Right, that's what he said.
it comes back to what I said. Those who are loyal throughout the toughest stages. So it's been a fucking long time.
Yeah, really exactly. Who been through more than the so-called people Latino and Native Indian? Ain't no nation yet. Yeah, right.
So
Let me read this for you real quick.
The book of Revelation, chapter 13, verse 9. If any man have an ear, let him hear.
So it said, if you got an ear, let him hear. Which we all got ears out here, but we're talking about spiritual ears.
He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity.
Would you acknowledge that the so-called white man led our people into captivity? Right.
He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword.
So he that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword.
Here's the patience and faith of the saints.
Here is the patience and the faith of the saints. So this is actually what the saints have faith and hope that we're going to get. Virtue reason. Let them read it first.
Seeing it is a righteous thing this is 2 Thessalonians 1:6. Seeing it is a righteous thing with Yahweh to recompense tribulation to them that trouble you.
So it's by that when you do something wrong, it's still Lord Yahweh that sees it as a righteous thing for us to recompense. According to Scripture, He says, that's what I was trying to do.
even though I am acknowledging of the fact that those who I am descended from have made those mistakes, I know I am beholden to the facts that they thought were, the way of the world. That fucking sucks. That is not the way it should have been. The only reason I am where I am right now is because of that work. However, I would like to do as much as possible to make that work. The problem with in my personal status, my family, try as might the system should have benefited them. We don't have any. It didn't do us any good.
Right.
Yeah,
So, get Romans 9 and 13
So no, what I'm trying to say is, how do I best go about making reparations when I have certain?
It says, his children shall seek. This is Job 20 and verse 10. It says, his children shall seek to please the poor.
His children shall seek to please the poor. Talking about the so-called white man. Okay.
And
Like what you trying to do? Like you saying, what should I do?
And his hands shall restore their goods.
His hands shall restore his goods. So this is Isaiah 14.
Same thing my brother's been telling me the whole time he's over here. He's been heavily invested in community service, and I should work with him.
No, the Most High saying this a future prophecy in the kingdom of heaven.
I get that, but we need to manifest that on earth, and my brother's doing a damn good job of that so far.
Right, but that's we only want this. Right, that's what I'm saying.
Right.
The Lord gonna make it happen.
But there's no.
This let's show you what the faith. We showed you what the faith is. Right, yeah. Oh, we gotta get into Isaiah. You read it.
This is Isaiah 14 and 21. This is a lot. Isaiah 14 and 21. Prepare slaughter for his children.
Yeah, so prepare slaughter for his children.
For the iniquity of their fathers.
For the iniquity of their fathers, yeah.
We're gonna get that too. Yeah,
Old Testament is very recognizable. Like I said, I grew up Catholic. You can tell that.
Prepare slaughter for his children for the iniquity of their fathers, that they do not rise nor possess the land, nor fill the face of the world with cities.
Right, so that's what's coming forth for the so-called world. Get Romans 9.
I don't see them mutually opposed.
What you mean?
I don't see them mutually opposed. That yes, the human race needs to move forward, while simultaneously being able to recognize their faults in the past, of which there are many.
Bro, see, that's the one thing about the Most High. He's not with unity.
Right.
He's
but
a
he
separatist.
is united in all of us sinners.
Well, first and foremost, there's a
So
there was a
difficult
nationality
to-
that
it
was
is
created
difficult
just
to
to be
separate.
wicked, though.
You're
You know
correct.
that?
But it also strikes me like for a nationality that was created from such a disadvantaged standpoint, I completely get how, you know, a nationality, speaking like of my ancestors and everybody else, how easy it is to ignore. However, it's the same way that I see, and please tell me if I'm mistaken on this front. That I was told by my instructors when I was growing up in Catholic school that the reason Native Americans did not go to heaven is because they did not hear the word of Jesus Christ, which is bullshit, and I knew that.
Okay.
And so the thing that set me off about that is that because you were not introduced to this one thing while you were alive, irrelevant of whether or not you were exposed to it in the proper sense or whether you were alive at the right time, you're just like, oh, you didn't get it, you're not here. So what I want to know is in whatever branch of Christianity, because I know it's an all-accepting faith of whether or not you believe that you are saved. I get it.
So hold on, let me ask you this real quick for you. Do you believe that everybody can be saved?
Everybody can be saved.
He thinks that this is a Christianity.
Okay,
This isn't Christianity.
No, that's not what I'm getting at. I don't care about Christianity. I don't care about.
Hold on, let's get this one.
What I care about if you believe that everyone who comes to the faith can be believed.
Hold on, let me read this for you real quick.
This is Romans 9:13. It says, "As it is written, Jacob have I loved, but Esau have I hated."
Yeah, so Jacob have I loved, but
I
Jacob
get the
represents
Old Testament God. He's a vengeful
This is the
God.
New Testament.
I get
This
it.
is the New Testament.
That's why it's difficult to understand. Is the Old Testament God, I get.
Get Spark 30. Spark 38.
So you think God changed? Like he changed when it was
I
New
think we
Testament?
changed.
We changed.
I think humans betrayed what he wanted us to be. That's why, was it free will?
We're gonna read a
That's
couple
why it was
scriptures for
fine,
you.
and then it wasn't.
We're gonna read a couple scriptures for you, then we're just gonna let you go.
That's all I can hope to do is just impart some other opinion. Because I do appreciate what y'all are doing.
Says, this is Sirach 39 and 24. As his ways are plain unto the holy, so are they stumbling blocks unto the wicked.
Right, so it's actually, as his ways are plain unto the holy, they are stumbling blocks unto the wicked, which he said he's made the nation of Israel to be holy and set apart. So it's any other nation outside of the nation of Israel is not holy.
But
so they can't, the ways or his ways are not plain
I
unto
find
them.
it hard to believe God would set any roadblock to being saved without a chance of seeing something in that as saving.
You know about the story of Jacob and Esau? You say you know about okay, go to Genesis chapter 7.
Well, what
We should
I'm
get
saying
back
is
in Romans
I
9.
find it
we could've got
difficult
there
to
too. Oh,
believe
yeah.
that
Yeah, go back to Romans
even
9.
through
Has
all
the
of
thing-
this,
has the
you
thing
see,
formed?
you
You
see
know what I'm saying?
very little path for someone to go from the path of the non-righteous to the righteous.
Okay.
The Lord provides so many ways to
You
be
said,
saved.
hold on, Will. The nation of Israel was already set up to be righteous
Right,
from the
and it was
beginning.
not equitable.
Right.
I get what you're
that's the old covenant.
But what I'm saying is like the way you were coming about it, and this may just be the way. And please feel free to tell me.
That's your spirit.
Right, yeah,
But,
yeah.
but I think
You
the more
stumbling blocks into
open
the
you
wicked.
are to even those who, and I'm always speaking from the wrong side, and I know that.
19 to 20.
I know that I'm
That's
speaking from the
it.
wrong side, but the more open you are, even to your enemies, the more likely you are for them to join your side against those who have yet to be here.
Get Exodus 15. Scratch that. Let's get Exodus 15. Let's just go to that. Hold on. Let's get there.
Yeah, we need to, let the fella have a good night.
Yeah. I'm gonna read this for him. We gonna
6:15.
15 to 3.
Did that not?
6:15. Exodus 15:3.
Uh-huh.
The Lord is a man of war.
Uh-huh.
The Lord is his name.
Yep.
Pharaoh's chariots and his host hath he cast into the sea.
Right, so it says the Lord is a man of war. You know what I'm saying? The
Old
Lord is his
Testament
name.
God.
Yeah,
Understand.
so, no, the Old Testament God is the God of now. That's the God of Israel.
Old
Yahweh, the
Testament,
God
New
of
Testament
Abraham,
is-
Isaac, and Jacob. Right. Scriptures speak about equal whole road.
Even if it's the same God, I find it easier to understand Old Testament God's vengeance. If you do this, then this. If you
Bro,
do
he
this,
changes
then
not.
this. Again,
You know,
right, he
but-
does not. But I find it easier to relate for so many of these days where it's if this, then this. Even if it's not my
Revelations
opinion.
19.
Even if it's not my opinion,
I can just read
I find it easier to relate.
This is in the New Testament. This is Revelation 19 and verse. I'm gonna get to the point, but let me just see.
And regardless, I do appreciate this. This is the most constructive discussion I've had on any of this.
Hey, appreciate you being here. This is Revelation 19. I'm gonna just read 10 through 15. It says, and I fell at his feet to worship him, and he said unto me, See thou do it not. I am thy fellow servant and thy brethren, that I have the testimony of Jesus. Worship God, for the testimony of Jesus is the spirit of prophecy.
Yeah, so the testimony of Jesus is the spirit of prophecy, which means prophecy means to say before, things to come. So the spirit of Jesus, which his name is Yahweh Shai in the ancient Paleo Hebrew, is the spirit of prophecy. So if you're not in the spirit of prophecy, you're not in the spirit of Jesus Christ, so to speak. Keep reading, huh?
It says,
Let him keep reading on this. Go ahead.
It says, and I saw heaven open, and behold, a white horse, and he that sat upon him was called Faithful and True.
He that sat upon him was called Faithful and True, which was supposed to be Jesus Christ, which that white horse was a chariot, which these people call UFOs.
If I can interject one quick.
Let him finish real quick, and then you
It
can say
says, and in righteousness he doth both, he doth judge and make war.
Right, in righteousness he doeth judge and both make war. So in righteousness he make war. Yeah, the one they call Jesus Christ, he makes war in
That's
righteousness.
very Old Testament.
This New
Makes a lot of
Testament.
sense.
We read
No, what I'm saying is I'm trying to relegate.
Bro,
I'm
this
trying to
is not for
relegate.
you. This is just not for you. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
I'm sorry about that. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, well,
Like,
so
it's
if you
not-
can't try to relate to the way I'm going about
and
it,
we can't relate to you because
we can. We're not
I'm
so
just,
far
let me just
apart.
jump to 15.
Okay, come on.
In verse 15, I just want to read this out. This is, and out of his mouth, this is talking about, the Lord Yahweh says, goeth a sharp sword, that with it he should smite the nations.
Oh, go ahead, bro.
And he shall rule them with a rod of iron.
Uh-huh.
And he treadeth the winepress of the fierceness and wrath of Almighty God.
Yeah, he tread the winepress with the mighty fierceness of the Almighty God. Get Matthew 10 and 34. Get Matthew 10 and 34, real.
Wine.
And you can go into Isaiah, was it 62? That goes into it. You said Matthew 10?
Yeah, con. 10 and 34, just real quick.
This is St. Matthew chapter 10 and verse 34. It says, think not that I am come to send peace on earth.
So this in the red, right?
Okay.
So this so-called Jesus Christ himself speaking. You know, he said, think not that I came to bring peace on the earth.
It says, I came not to send peace, but a sword.
But I came not to send peace, but a sword. So the Lord himself, who they
The
call
Lord
Jesus
is only
Christ.
forgiving to a certain extent.
Okay.
That's
You-
right.
So you what do you not understand?
He saw the receiving end of this.
But Catholic mean universal though, ultimately. So they for everybody.
All right, that didn't come out the way I wanted it to.
Yeah.
We are all in the same boat here in terms of us being followers of Jesus. Are we not?
No, we're not followers of Jesus. That's we're followers of Yahweh Shai.
saying. I think he thinking Christians are.
Right.
No.
You know,
We're
Jesus,
followers
he
of
is
the
a
world
prophet.
calls Jesus.
do you believe that Jesus Christ, who they call Jesus Christ, was a so-called black man?
What?
Do you believe that who they call Jesus Christ was a so-called black
I
man?
believe he was black.
Oh,
By where he came from, yes, he was definitely.
okay. According to the scriptures as well.
No, from the scriptures, he was supposed to be a white man, which is bullshit.
No, in the scriptures it detail him as being so-called black.
Right, but those were written
Yeah,
well
right.
after he died.
Before he died too.
From
In the book
where
of Daniel,
he
it
existed,
show you how
he would have
existed.
been a Galilean. He was definitely not white.
Okay,
He's
right.
not a Santa Claus.
Right.
Trying to make him
Okay.
out.
Right. Okay. So you know that much at least. Okay.
Believe he was a Negro.
Okay. Now let me read this for him real quick.
I asked you a
Let me
question.
close out, sir.
Yeah.
Believe he
Okay.
was a Negro.
Let me read this for you. Now let me read this for you real quick. This 1 Corinthians chapter 6, verse 14. It says, be ye not unequally yoked together with unbelievers. For what fellowship have righteousness with unrighteousness? And what communion have light with darkness? So what if you're like
it's difficult to relegate the Jesus that everyone thinks it is with the.
we're regulating
I'm not trying to
we're
defend
representatives
that.
of
Ridiculous that
so
someone
to speak,
could
Jesus.
own someone even if said by the Messiah. It's ridiculous.
Well, that's why you're dark. You know, that's why we have no communion. You know, you can't. That's darkness. That's not according to the
I'm not
scripture.
trying to.
You know the word. You know the word
Isaiah
nigga
8
is in the Bible.
Yes. Isaiah 8 and 20.
So
8 and 20.
who is that referring to?
People who didn't deserve to be called.
Oh no, that's not what it's.
The wicked.
I don't know what.
The wicked, bro.
I'm not trying to apologize for my ancestors because I can't. But what I'm trying to do is understand how to move forward.
The only way to move forward is for you to go into slavery. Your whole family, your whole line who took part in that in enslaving us, for you to go through the same thing. That's the only righteous thing with the Most High. You know,
just God.
That's just. You can't say that's just.
Dredges.
Right.
Now you have to drink the dredges now.
Right.
He already did it.
Yeah, get guys. Stretch that.
It's been served.
No, read that real quick. Read that real quick.
We served out our punishment.
Isaiah 8 and 20.
Still serving.
Yes. We are yet this day in our captivity.
Subject to all kinds of payments. Isaiah 8, 20.
Can you excuse me for 1 second? I gotta call my brother. Make sure he gets back.
Yeah, you good?
I'm not.
Now do you think
You about to be out? Yeah, we finna get regular.
Isaiah 8 and 20.
Uh-huh.
It reads, to the law and to the testimony, if they speak not according to this word, it is because there is no light in them.
Right, so if they speak not according to this word, it's because there's no light in them. So that means that they represent darkness. And what communion does light have with darkness? You don't have no communion. You can't mix that together. You can't mix water and wine together, man. Get Jeremiah 49 and 12. Then we're gonna get something from
I gotta check up on my car soon too.
Okay, Con. Yeah, Con. We finna get ready.
It's gonna expire like right now.
Okay, Con.
They think we in the new covenant, man. We're not even in the new covenant.
Right. Bro, they don't have no
The
understanding.
new covenant comes when the Most High.
Con.
puts the laws
Hebrews
on
8 and
our
8.
inward parts.
That's talking about the Israelites.
My brother got robbed. There you go.
Oh man.
Hey,
All right,
hold
man.
on, y'all about to see me outside.
Thank you. I really.
All right, man. Hey, get ready for slavery.
Yep. Yeah, get ready for slavery.
All right, man. Hey, that's the spirit.
That's the devil.
Yeah, he said, well, my brother just got robbed. Yep, call all y'all about to see me outside. They let you know that the Most High not dealing with your ass.
Most
man.
High got that devil
Right.
out of here.
Yeah, Con. You got Jeremiah 49.
That's the spirit,
Isaiah
man.
I thought you said Jeremiah.
Slide 49. Yeah, Jeremiah 49. So my fault.
Jeremiah 49.
Yeah, I'm gonna get one more for the brother after this.
Thing, bro. Bring it out.
Hey, I appreciate you staying here with us, man.
That's
That's beautiful.
That's beautiful. We're gonna exchange contact information with you too, bro.
Yeah, please.
You said you staying out this way now?
You think about it.
Well, I'm in the process of relocating.
Okay.
In the process of, and it's got a lot to do with my relocating.
Oh, okay.
I'm looking for a congregation.
Yeah.
Hey, that's what's up.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
The Most High just ain't there.
That's right. Man's going to the Lord, like the brother brought out earlier. So you was meant to walk here at this very moment. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know.
Read it. Isaiah 49 and verse 12.
Uh-huh.
It said, for thus saith the Lord Yahweh, behold, they whose judgment was not to drink of the cup have assuredly drunken.
Yeah, that's the nation of Israel. We weren't even meant to drink of the cup. You know what I'm saying? He said he made us as a holy people. But we drunk of the cup.
It says, and art thou he that shall altogether go unpunished?
But art thou he that shall altogether go unpunished? You gonna go unpunished. We weren't even meant to drink of the cup. And we went up. Look what we served. We served out several captivities. But you're gonna go unpunished?
Right. That don't make no sense. But we the chosen people. How are we gonna go through the?
What? That's crazy.
That's a backwards thing.
That's crazy.
Thou shalt not go
Thou
unpunished,
shalt not go unpunished.
but thou shalt surely drink of it.
But
That's
thou
right.
shalt surely drink of it. You gonna drink it. You know.
For I have sworn by myself.
Well, so Yabashim outside, he said, I'm not a man that shall lie.
He can't swear on nobody
Bro,
else.
he said, I swore on myself.
right.
You know, Jake love to say that too. I swear to God. I put that on God. He
That's
said,
on
I
God.
put that on me. Yeah.
Saith
Right.
the Lord that Basra shall become a desolation.
And Basra, that represents the nation of Edom. That's the chief capital of Edom, which that's America. This gonna be a desolation. He sworn by himself. Get Jeremiah 15, 2 for the book. Start at 1. Off the shot.
pages get hard to turn.
Yeah, when they start getting a little nip out here, but
15 and
1. Start at 1. Folks.
Jeremiah 15 and 1.
Done.
Then said the Lord unto me, Thou Moses and though Moses and Samuel stood before me.
So the Lord told Jeremiah, though Moses and Samuel stood before me, which Moses represents the law and Samuel represents the prophets. So and those were 2 renowned men. You know what I'm saying? They stood before the Lord making intercession for the nation of Israel. What did he say?
It says, yet my mind could not be toward this people.
My mind cannot be towards these people. I'm not dealing with them. You know?
It says, cast them out of my sight.
Cast them out of my sight.
And let them go forth.
And let them go forth.
And it shall come to pass, if they say unto thee, whither shall we go forth?
So what we gonna do? If you're not dealing with us, what are we gonna do? Like, where are we gonna go? You are our God, you are our power. What did he say?
Then thou shalt tell them, thus saith the Lord, Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai, such as are for death to death,
such as for death to death,
and such as for the sword to the sword,
such as for the sword to the sword,
such as for the famine to the famine,
and such as are the famine to the famine,
and such as for the captivity to the captivity.
Captivity to the captivity. Concentration camps. A little bit more.
That's 4. It says, that's verse 3.
That's like my fault. Yeah, 3. My fault.
And it says, and I will point over them 4 kinds.
Yeah. You know what you were saying earlier?
You know what I'm saying
good. Yeah, good.
I'll point over them 4 kinds, saith the Lord Yahweh.
God.
The sword to slay.
The sword to slay.
That's Esau.
Yeah, oh man. You got literal guns too. You know what I'm saying?
God.
Nuclear missiles.
God,
all types of ways.
Right.
You got sword. You got crazy niggas running around with swords.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
God, bro. And the dogs to tear.
And the dogs to tear, because when you know about Jacob's trouble? Okay, yeah. Oh, see, you on point.
Spirit of vengeance. Spirits of vengeance.
They're gonna be out here. You're gonna have wild packs of dogs out here. And if it ain't no food for them to eat, what they gonna be eating? They gonna be eating people.
Right. A lot of these camps they teaching that.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Sword to slay, the dogs to tear, and the fowls of the heaven, and the beasts of the earth to devour and destroy.
Yep, the fowls of heaven and the beasts of the earth to devour and destroy. So that's what's coming to all those who the Lord doesn't have pardon to. And we was going into who the Lord is going to pardon, those who was doing his work and laboring in his name. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you a man, because that's what make a man. Like he brought out in Ecclesiastes 12 and 13, you know, that's the whole duty of man. Right. But when you go into that word duty, it goes into the word man. And our duty is to do this work. So that's what makes you a man. You know, that's why I tell you in 1 Corinthians 13, when I was a child, I spake as a child. But when I became a man, I put away foolish things. You know, because you put away all the bullshit and you come out here and stand up for the Lord and your people, man. That's right. You know, and the scriptures also speak about how him that don't provide for his own house is worse than the infidel. You know what I'm saying? And your house too, this nation of Israel.
House of Israel.
Yeah, the house of Israel. You know, so if you don't do that, you worse than the infidel. You know, you scum. And the Most High, he gonna destroy you as a man. You know what I'm saying? Like you shouldn't feel right as a man and you're not doing this work. You know what I'm saying? That's what a woman do. You know what I'm saying? Like they
stay in the house.
Yeah, right.
Like that's what he made. You know what I'm saying?
Right. That's why I said, "Oh, to you, sons of man, my voice is to the sons of man."
Yeah.
You know
and my tabernacle was with
mankind, bro.
Yeah.
So
he's dealing with men. He's only dealing with men. He didn't give wisdom to women.
That's right, bro. That's right. So yeah, that's it, man. So you know, you don't want to be a correct.
Yeah, the scripture says that.
The scripture says that. He didn't probably give wisdom. That's in Job, right?
Right. Yeah, and that's why men with because the fear of the Lord is wisdom. So men who don't put forth their wisdom, the fear of the Lord, Proverbs 1:6. That's right. So if you don't have the fear of the Lord, you don't have wisdom. You obviously don't have the fear of the Lord if you think you can just sit around and the Lord just gonna be cool with you. So that makes you a woman too.
Yeah, when the Lord
good, bro.
He said go out.
Yeah, he told you to go out. Wisdom cried for out in the streets. You know, look at Jonah. We always bring up about how Jonah tried to play around with the Lord, and he threw his ass in the belly of the beast. You know, which was hell. You know, yeah, that's it, man. But you don't want to be a part of that. You know what I'm saying? That's the whole point. You don't want to be a part of none of these harsh things. You know what I'm saying? I can tell the innocence in your eyes. You know what I'm saying? I can tell you real. We don't want to be a part of shit. We hope, Lord willing, he don't kill us with this, because it can happen to us. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, bro.
You know, so that's it, man. You know, y'all ready to close it up?
I get down.
All right, so with that, we want to give our praises to Yahweh, Bashem, Yahushua, Bashem, Rakar Kadash. Double honors to the apostle elders of Great Millstone, Rule Well, and peace and salutations to the house of David. Shalom to the elect.
Shalom. Don't ball.
A bob, a 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 ball. Shalom.